a throne. By your life televised, we're breaking every bone. Adrenaline surges, brace on the fall. Hitting it with HardWire. Hear the engine scream. Living fast and reckless, this is our metal dream. Riding hard, never slowing. In the spotlight we shine. A biker's brutal journey. This life is ours divine. With HardWire, the crowd screams our name. Chasing down the shadows, we're addicted to the fame. Chains rattling loud, the brotherhood's alive. Every episode turn up, we're here to survive. From dusk till dawn, we're the kingdoms is brew. Hitting it with HardWire. Hear the engine scream. Living fast and reckless, this is our metal dream. Riding hard, never slowing. In the spotlight we shine. A biker's brutal journey. This life is ours divine. On the edge of chaos, we embrace the feel. Hitting it with HardWire. We'll always be here.
Hey everybody, welcome to Hittin It with HardWire. I hope everybody's having a good day. So we got Gunpowder, Nitro, Steve, Papa. Everybody's here today, huh? All right. S&S. Gary. How's everybody's mini staycation going? You have a good Christmas? I was bad, so I didn't get nothing for Christmas. Santa just kept on going right past my house. I tied one on for Christmas, if anybody was here for the Christmas special. That was very interesting. And it messed up Christmas. The only thing I had to look forward to is Christmas dinner, and we ended up getting so drunk we all passed out, and nobody had Christmas dinner. So that kind of sucked. But hey, there's always next year if I live through another year, right? I got some upgrades to the computer. We got new stuff inside. Probably putting more RAM in it, and oh hell, different hard drive, all kinds of stuff. Trying to soup it up and make it super awesome. I finally got a chance to sit down and finish that Redneck Side Whips video. Unfortunately, I don't see him in here. So I wanted you guys to check it out first, and then I will upload it as a separate video onto my YouTube, so everybody can check it out there. Oh, I'm sorry to hear you was sick. Usually, that's happened to me a few times, man. That does suck. Sucky time to be sick. Everybody goes back to work Monday, Tuesday, and get Wednesday off in the middle of the week. So we're getting all spoiled. Me, where I work at, we'll be doing inventory. That's always fun. Be in the first week after Christmas is always inventory week. Time to start counting stuff. All right, I will play this video for you guys. What do you think? You want to see it? I was supposed to. Lee said it was all right. I showed it to Lee. He was my second opinion. But I'll let you guys. Hey, this is HardWire with Hittin It with HardWire, and we're here at Redneck Side Motorcycle Whips. And this is my friend.
I'm Jeremy, Big Country, Redneck Side Motorcycle Whips.
And they make a lot of really great quality stuff here. Not just whips, they have whips. They do a lot of custom laser engraving. What all kind of great products do you offer?
Derby, timing covers. We got some shift linkages here that we offer. Everything's custom engraved. Leathers, flannels. I mean, whatever we can get into, we are trying to do our best to get in and offer some of the greatest prices out there.
And extremely high quality. When I say high quality, I'll put some pictures and I'll put the links, and you got to check these things out. These things are super high quality. And not that I condone violence or anything, but if you want to knock a guy out, I'm telling you, they'll do it. That's for sure. Yay, that was my little video I made for Redneck Side. I know the audio is a little messed up whenever I was in there. I tried to clean it up a little bit, and I might have made it a little bit worse, but if you noticed, I was wearing a sweatshirt, and inside that sweatshirt, sticking out of the pocket, is the microphones I was supposed to be using. They're little clip-on microphones. Instead, I used the audio from the phone, but I wasn't thinking about it at the time because my brain's, sometimes my brain takes off and leaves and goes on a vacation by itself. What's up, GG, Pablo? Good to see you guys, man. I always got my Redneck Side motorcycle whip. This thing's awesome. I can't wait to hit somebody with it. I'm about to go out and pick a fight. That would be funny shit. What's up, Barbie? How you doing? Seems like a lot of people are sick for Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. Here's a virus. At least you got something. I've been there, man. See, everybody goes back to work for 2 days. Gets a day off for New Year's, and then your SOL, I think, till what Easter for days off. Most people, anyway. Me, because I take pretty much all the vacation time I have in the middle of summer to go riding. That's where all my vacation goes. Find someplace good to ride this year. I still think we should all have a 4th of July party at Mike's house. We should all plan in advance, take a day off or 2 days off around the 4th of July. Whatever 4th of July is this year. I don't know what day it is for sure, but the weekend of the 4th of July, and we'll all plan on going down there and partying up at Mike's house. That'll make his dad real happy. His dad's pretty awesome. I told Mike I was going to try to make it a regular thing to come down there every single year. Once a year, every year, come down and visit, hang out. I got to get on one of them panels with Jess last night, and me and Carney's ride. We was talking for a while, and then Straight Jacket came in and hung out with us for a little bit. And while I was on there, I said, "Well, how come every time I watch this, there's always people on here all yelling at each other and fighting and arguing, and then whenever I get on here, nobody's really saying much. There's nobody on there arguing or nothing." And so this one dude come in, and he basically stated that he was there because I said that, and he said he's good at getting people riled up. And then Straight Jacket comes in and says something about getting a whole bunch of views on one of his videos, and the guy immediately goes, "Oh, you're full of it." And then Straight Jacket starts getting really mad, and then I'm typing in the chat room. I'm like, "Don't fall for it. Don't take the bait, man. He's dangling the hook in front of your face and trying to pick a fight, trying to pick an argument with you, and you're falling for it, man." But right after that, I was like, I got to go to bed. That was 11 o'clock, well, after 11 last night. And I talked to Mike by text a little bit earlier, and he said he had a busy day today, so I don't figure he'll be in. So what do you think of the video? That make you want to go buy some awesome gear? I got my cool flannel. This thing's built too, man. They're thick, nice flannels, and they made me this do-rag and this cool little keychain thing, and I got a bunch of stickers, and I'll tell you what, if you ever get a chance in Ohio and you go through Salem, you get a chance, stop in and say hi. He's a hell of a good dude, him and his wife. Good people. Unfortunately, they're not here to see the video, but like I said, I'll take that video and put it on YouTube as a separate video. If y'all want to like and share that, I appreciate it. I'll probably, I don't know if you can tag them in YouTube videos or not. Tag people or whatever, like you do on Facebook. Yeah, I got getting most of the room done. One of my goals was to put a ceiling in here, and I didn't get that done. Got everything but that done. I got the rest of the room painted, and once the rest of the room is painted, and I find some more money, I think I'm gonna put a drop ceiling in here. I think that's what I decide on, because there's a bunch of wires and stuff down here. And one of my friends stopped by, and he said he does a lot of that kind of stuff, and he said that would be the way to go in here because of the wires and the pipes and whatnot. He said they're not real easy to do. I've never done one, but how bad can you mess it up? I don't know. Give it to HardWire. We'll find out. It seems like I mess up everything. It's the one thing I'm good at. If you're gonna be good at something, I know I'll be good at messing everything up. I can't believe how fast it went, man. It seems like I just got off work. Here it is, Sunday now. Time to do the show. There really ain't a whole hell of a lot of anything going on in the news. People whining about Trump. Same as always. Trump's going to bring about the apocalypse again. That's what they said last time. That's what I mean again. Just boggles my mind how some people that claim to be religious will say they think Trump's evil and the Antichrist and stuff, and yet, you know, they'll vote for somebody like Biden who's obviously an idiot, and then he's pro killing babies and all that. So, you know, why? How can you call yourself a Christian? I don't get it. Yeah, Steve, I know Mike said something about he was going out to breakfast and had a busy day. He has a lot of those. He's a busy guy, eating. And if he ain't careful, he's going to look like me pretty soon. Be a big fat guy. He says, "Oh no, I got good genetics, man, and I got a high metabolism and all that." He says, "I don't gain weight. We'll see. Keep eating like that and going out all the time. You will gain weight. I don't care how good you think your metabolism is. Eventually, it'll start stacking on pounds, little at a time. You won't even notice it. And the next thing you know, you're Hulkamania. King Kong Bundy." My one friend stopped by. He's starting an organization I'm going to try to get involved with a little bit and see if I can help him raise some money. The way I understand it, it's about it's basically a fund and an organization that'll help parents with the opposite parent of a parent that wants to use their children as a weapon in courts system, and you know, not let them see their other parent or try to use them like blackmail. And I think that's a good thing to help people with, because a lot of shitheads do that. It's horrible when people do that. The whole court system used to be pretty much rigged for women, but it's gotten a little better. But still, it's got a long way to go. Men don't get their fair shake in court usually with that, or anything for that matter. And let's see, looking for my vape juice, but don't see it. That's bad. That's pretty bad. Victoria, you still on here? Daddy needs vape juice. Please. Hey, there's Blair. What's up, Blair? And Mikey showed up. Mike, you missed it. I played the video. What do you think? You probably watched it. It said I had one view, and I still have it on. Only certain people can view it. Like I said, gunpowder. It's gotten better. Still, it's still not where it should be. That's for sure. I had an ex that was supposed to pay child support, and she never paid child support, and they didn't do nothing to her. Not a damn thing. If I was a man, they'd have went after you. They'd have had you in jail. They'd have done all kinds of things to you. Yeah. If you build it, they will come. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You want to be on the show? No. She's happy in the chat. She don't feel good.
No?
I said you don't feel good.
Oh.
She's trying to make me sick. I think the germs like her better. Oopsie. So what's new, you guys? Nothing good for the day? Anything going on? Yeah, the chat's the comfy spot. You ain't on the hook for nothing. You say something when you want. Watch, listen. You don't really have to do nothing. That's the best part about it. Yeah, I ended up raising both of my kids. I have two kids. I have two kids, and both the different wives. My first wife and the second wife, I have a kid too. Yeah, Mike, you missed that. I got to go on Jess's panel last night. I was telling these guys that after me and Carney's Ride was in there for a while, I said I made the mistake of saying, "How come every time I'm in here, there's always yelling and arguing and everything else going on?" And I said, "The one time I get in here and actually get on the panel, there's nobody really doing that." And then the one dude jumped in, and Straight Jacket come in, and Straight Jacket start for some reason start talking about a video. We was talking about drugs and stuff. It was an interesting conversation, and but the one dude jumped in and said, "I heard somebody said, how come there's no arguing in here?" He goes, "I'm pretty good at getting people riled up." And I said, "I'm pretty easy going. It's going to be hard to get me riled up." And Straight Jacket said something about a video getting 1 million views, and then I saw it coming. The guy says, "Oh no, it didn't. You're a liar. I think you're full of shit." Straight Jacket started getting really mad, and I was in the chat, and I go, "Don't take the bait. Don't take the bait, man. You're gonna fall for it." He's trying to pick an argument, trying to find somebody to get riled up. He did get a little riled up. But yeah, Jess was taking care of the kids or something. Carney's Ride was in there by himself, trying to keep the panel going. Not really too sure what to say. He's like, "Why don't somebody hop on here with me for crying out loud?" Then I said I had to go get a lid because if I don't get a lid, my brains will ooze out. But I had to go get a lid, a hat, or a do-rag. And then the computer was doing something. I had to finish doing what it was doing because I put new memory in it, and it had freaked out for a minute. So you put new memory in here. Go to the BIOS. And I had to go in there and change the settings. Got all that going. Yeah, if any of you need computer parts or anything, man, for your computers, I probably got some. I tried to be a good boy this time, and all the apps on my new computer, all my programs, my Windows or my video editing program, all the programs I got, I actually paid for this time. They're not pirated, which is unusual for me. I usually go the cheap route and just get a whole bunch of pirated stuff and get it all free. Because free is the best price, especially when you're a broke bastard like me. But I actually paid for it, all the shit that I put on this computer, except for I'm probably going to put SolidWorks on here. And that's way too expensive for the average Joe to buy. So I'll probably get a version I'm not supposed to use. Maybe. Allegedly. Allegedly. Oh, there's Straight Jacket. Hey, Straight Jacket, you didn't see me in the comments last night? I got in the comments and I said, "Don't take the bait, man. Don't take the bait." That dude was baiting you into an argument. Because he even said right before that he was going to try to get somebody riled up. Yeah, people get screwed, man. Men get screwed. Whenever the one time I spent some time in the jailhouse was over a woman who lied. I didn't even do anything wrong. And I know. That's what we all say. Everybody in jail's innocent, right? But I didn't even do what she accused me of doing. But women get all the rights, man. I was in there with a bunch of guys who said that their woman was beating the shit out of them. They called the cops, and the cops took them to jail. I mean, and it happens. They tend to. I've met some really violent women and crazy ones. I used to be an expert with crazy women, and they like to use that card, man, where they'll try to claim domestic violence against you, even if they're whooping the crap out of you. Hey, Aaron, what's happening? Yeah, I even got that crazy woman to sign out. You have to be crazy to do it. She wanted to come back after she did all that, and she ran off with some dude while I was in jail. Sold almost all my stuff. Sold one of my bikes while I was in jail, and it was only for 3 weeks, and sold all my stuff. One they ended up wanting to come back to me, and I made up a thing. I didn't. Nothing on there was a lie. I made it all sound all legalese, and basically admitting that she was a cheating whore, saying that she slept with all these different guys, and she admits it, and saying that she lied to get me locked up in jail. Uh, all this stuff, and then at the bottom, I took her to a notary and had her sign it in front of a notary and get it notarized. But even though you have that, I still couldn't get out of it because they had already signed an agreement to get out of jail, and in that agreement, they made me give up my right to an appeal. So even if I appealed it and tried to use that letter, I can't. I mean, you'd think there'd be some way of getting it back in court, new evidence or something, but she admitted that she lied to get me locked up. It's important that you know your rights too. Whenever I was in there, they tried to get me to sign this paper. They slid it in front of me and said, "Here, sign this. You have to sign this." And what it was a restraining order. And I looked at them. I said, "I ain't got to sign that." And they say, "Yeah, you do." They tried to tell me I had to sign it. And I said, "No, I don't." I said, "I have the right to a hearing on that restraining order, and she has to prove that there's some reason that she has to be afraid of me, and there's no reason to be afraid of me. She was making all the whole damn thing up." And I said, "No, I ain't signing that." So you got to know your rights whenever they do stuff, try to pull things like that. When it went to a hearing, it got thrown out. If you ever had a restraining order against you, it's going to haunt you forever. I had a couple of temporary restraining orders where they actually come, made sure they took my guns and everything, took most of everything away from me until it got to court. And then when it got to court, it got thrown out. But women that do things like that and fictitiously file things against men, it's like that girl that come out in that hearing and years ago and admitted that that what was it, a soccer team or something. She accused him of SA on here, and then admitted that she lied and made the whole thing up. Now there should be a way of charging people for doing things like that. If you go to court and lie or fictitiously make up police statements, I mean, technically it is against the law, but it should be a lot harsher. They never press charges against people, almost never, whenever they do lie. Uh, Yeah, I've seen them do that quite a bit, where the state picks it up. And they only do that in certain cases, which is crazy because uh, if a man tries to do that to a woman, the state usually won't pick it up. It's crazy. It is pretty nuts how that works. It still drives me absolutely crazy that when women want equal rights but don't want to be treated equally, and that's in most cases. It's pretty bad. There definitely should be something pretty harsh. It should be, let's say, in order to make it uh, fair, because somebody that accuses somebody like stealing shouldn't get quite the same thing as somebody accuses somebody of murder. You know, so but whatever you've falsely report to the police is the time, the minimum time for that is what you get for accusing somebody else of it. Or there should be some way of get jargoning that out. Right on. Right on. Get your asses to the kitchen. Barefoot and pregnant, that's where you belong. I'd cancel and still isn't a thing. They'd be canceling my ass. No, you can't really cancel me because I don't care. In order to get canceled, you got to care, I guess. I did have one woman on Facebook try to tell me, it was over a Trump post, try to tell me she was going to go to my employer and tell them the kind of awful things I support. And I'm like, right on, man, go ahead. They're not going to care that I support Trump. Hell, most of them were Trump supporters, or at the very least, conservative. My employer is a small company, and they're all a bunch of really good people there. So it's not they're not into the whole canceling thing. They would just pretty much ignore them. Oh, geez, yeah. I don't doubt that. That's one of the things I'm talking about when I say they definitely do not have equal rights for men. Yeah, it was some super woke lady. We call them Karens. Yeah, they. I just can't imagine having nothing better to do with your life than try to ruin other people's lives. That's kind of the definition of a activist, isn't it? People people just go around trying to screw everybody else's lives up. That's the thing about activism, man. When you're an activist and you pick a cause like women's rights, for example, uh, it's always it starts out as a good cause. It starts out as a good thing. And then they get what they want. They got nothing else to go after. So what do? They go for more and more and more and more and more until they have way more rights than the people that they were supposedly not equal to, or whatever. You could use a whole bunch of examples of that. There's tons of examples of that where it's just going on too far. Fucking activists anyway. Yeah, but we had an interesting conversation last night on Jess's panel about all kinds of stuff, mostly drugs. I don't know where that topic originated, but it popped up and we was talking about it, and Straight Jacket was giving me a chemistry lesson. It was pretty interesting to go and check that out. Didn't want to put it up on my panel. Yeah, there was a conversation that I'd rather not have on mine. But it is free for the world to see. You just have to go there and see it. And you have to find it. And about a million other things they was talking about. Because she does a really long shows. And I can't stand whenever people, why would you have a YouTube with videos and get on there and talk with an icon? It's like, now it's just radio. Why would you do that? Why would you have a YouTube channel where you won't put your face on there? That doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. It's not, I don't like that. I think that's very uninteresting, no matter what you talk about. Oh, man. That Jess White, we was on her panel last night. Me and Carney's Ride, and started out just me and him, and then some other dude, Ghost something, got in there, and then Straight Jacket. We was waiting on Straight Jacket. Straight Jacket come in, and he said that he was going to try to get that Ghost guy said when he came in he was going to try to get somebody riled up, and he succeeded. He got Straight Jacket going. I was typing in the chat telling him, don't take the bait, man. I told him that Ghost, I said it's hard to get me riled up, but I'm surely not going to tell you what it is that gets me riled up, because when you tell somebody, what are they going to do? They're going to immediately attack where they know, what gets you riled up. It's like, I told him, it's like a childhood nickname that you didn't like. You'll never tell your friends, because they will start calling you that all the time just to mess with you. And that's just what people do. We got to find a way into the mess with your zone, You'll start finding out horrible things about you, tease you about. Again, just call everybody skinny and fatty. Got to find something to really dig in there, man. That's what makes us good friends. You gotta love that. I love messing with all your friends. Yeah, I played that Redneck Side Motorcycle Whips video earlier that I finally edited together. To me, the audio sounded like it was a little cranked, probably a little louder than it should have been, so I might have to go back and fix that. But I finally got it done. It's like a music video and slash a little bit of us talking. I should have prepared better before I went. I was thinking throughout the week of questions and different things I wanted to talk to them about. And when you get there, everything just kind of goes out the window. So it's a lot like doing my show. I keep saying I'm going to find some cool things to talk about, make it interesting. And just like you get on the show, you get on the air, you're on the spot, and everything goes. I got this little screen next to me now. That's the only thing that's not done, but I got it set up right here so I can bring up notes, and then it's a touchscreen monitor, portable monitor that I'll have sitting here, and I can plug my phone into it, and it's a Samsung. Way better than them stupid Apples that Mike likes, and it has what's called Samsung Dex. It's like a little makes your screen like a little laptop kind of, and it works well as a touch screen. And then I can bring up my notes and even weeks, events, and stuff to almost like a teleprompter kind of, sort of. Then I got my other monitor working, so whenever my lady's feeling better and she wants to be interviewed or whatever, they got their own screen, so I can mirror this screen onto the screen over there, so they don't have to look and squint over my shoulder to see the chat and see what's going on. It's been a fun week. I think it was last week I was complaining the fridge didn't work right. I got in the little mini fridge and a pop exploded in the air everywhere. So you can't turns out you can't put pop too close to the little freezer things or they would freeze. I found it out the hard way. Had one explode everywhere in there. Just peeled right open, shit everywhere. That nasty sticky pop. That's why I don't do a whole lot of biker content, because even though where you find me at is HardWire.1%er, all the biker stuff's been done over and over and over and over and over again. It's been rehashed, and there's still people trying to consistently do that content, and it's difficult, and there's a whole bunch out there, so I don't really feel any need to delve into that. I mean, if anybody wanted to ask me questions, I would. Oh, my old lady's making suggestions now. We should do a New Year's Eve live stream. I have to talk to Mike and Straight. They might be going out for New Year's. I haven't went out for New Year's in forever. But yeah, we might be able to get a New Year's live stream on for us older people that stay home for New Year's. I haven't really done anything for New Year's for quite a while. I don't know if anybody'd want to get on or not. We'll see. Blair, you're always welcome, man. Always. Me and Mike usually put it up on our channels as a holiday special, and then either him or me will run the main part of it, which just means like whose intro and exit plays, basically. Yeah, I'll see if Mike wants to do it. But like I say, Mike's young. He'll probably want to go out for New Year's Eve. We'll see. The young ones usually do. Oops. Yeah. You know what I hate is, like this morning I woke up and I had a notification on my phone about some cool video, and I watched it. I'm like, cool, man. I want to remember this one. And then it decides to like reset on you and pop up, and the video's gone. Good luck ever finding it again. I tried, scrolled back down, looked in the search engine for that video again. I couldn't find it nowhere. So now it's just like stuck in. If I want to tell somebody about it, it's just my word that I saw something like that. It's a pretty interesting video. Yeah, I figured, Mikey. I figured you'd have something going on. I'm just an old guy. Just stay at home for New Year's. I don't ever do shit anymore. Try to go out and hang out with them youngins. Youngins that all try to outdrink you, and then they're all. See, what always happens to me is the youngins will say, "Come on, drink with me, yeah, yeah." My daughter does it all the time. Come on, Dad, drink with me, and I'll say, "All right, fine." I'll finally give in, and then I just finally start getting a little bit of a buzz, and they're ready to pass out, and then I'm sitting there by myself. I guess that's part of being old and a little bit more tolerant than the youngins are. My liver's already ruined. It's used to it. It just goes, what's that? Yeah, okay. Who cares? I still got to find a place to shoot my guns, my new guns. I haven't found a place to shoot them yet. And I don't want to go. People keep saying go to the shooting range. I don't want to go to a shooting range. They got rules. I don't want to go someplace with rules. I want to go out in the country somewhere. Find a friend. I gotta have a friend. One of my friends got to have some property somewhere. We can go out and shoot some stuff. Set up some old pumpkins or watermelons or a voodoo doll, whatever, and shoot at it. Now, Mikey, when I was there, you said you didn't know, you didn't think you could shoot out there. I guess you was only there 3 weeks, so game on. Next time I come down, game on. I'll bring the whole 5 guns I own. I don't own an arsenal, but I own 4 handguns and a 12 gauge, that AR style 12 gauge. I heard it's really fun to shoot. I want to shoot it. I'm supposed to shoot 14, 15, at least 1,400 velocity shells through it to break it in, which is the higher powered ones. And I bought 200 rounds. I couldn't quite afford 300 rounds, so I got 200 rounds to go out there and just pow, 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 and blow away. Man, I bought a bunch of 10-round clips. I'm gonna go out and blow some stuff up. You ever shoot a pumpkin with a handgun? That's not really that much fun. It leaves a little hole in it. And I want to go out there with the 12 gauge. Pow, pow. 12 gauge is a big difference. You blow shit up with that. Yeah, that's what I want. But I keep asking around, why is it that people always offer, like, hey, I got a place where you can go shoot your guns. Why do you ever, have a hard time? And then I can't ever remember who they were, and nobody ever offers when you actually want to do it. What's up, Eve Rick? So I made it over to isn't it Shadow? He has his own channel. He was reading a Christmas book. I was like, man, I want to show some support and go to somebody else's channel and check him out. And I tuned into his channel, and I'm like, okay, I'm here. He's reading a Christmas book. Oh, I tried to be supportive of Shadow's channel, but I think it was meant for his it's like kids or grandkids or somebody to watch. But I tried. Then I got on. I can't remember his name. He's a English guy biker who has his own channel. It's regularly that we see a lot, and man, I can't stand English accents. Man, they drive me nuts. I don't know how we got so far apart in a couple hundred years of language. but it just drives me nuts. I can't stand it. Some movies I can't even watch if they're got the English, real heavy English accents, and they talk English. They call it with all their slang words thrown in there that make it almost understandable. Don't get me wrong. The Australians have their own version of the same thing, where of English. It's an English language, but they got so much slang that they could have an entire conversation, and almost seems like in code where you can't understand them. Oh, you got a bullpup, Pablo? How do them shoot? I was thinking about getting one. They just seem so strange, but I hear they're actually, because of the way that they're designed, it's really different to shoot. And some of them, some of the like AR, not AR, I don't know how to say AR style, just with the clip and semi-automatic shotgun versions don't shoot very well, or not shoot well, but the mechanisms don't work real well in them. Next time, Mike, I'm bringing a tent or something. That's the only reason I didn't want to drink at your house, because then I had to drive back to the hotel. I kind of wanted to drink and hang out and have, do that thing, but then I had to drive back to the hotel. This time I'm bringing a tent. I'll sleep out in the tent. If I have to, I will do it. Get a camper and hook it up down there. I did tell the old lady, because she has been fairly serious about wanting to move down there, and it's hard to find a job unless you're there. I said, well, Mike's got that hookup for like an RV there. I said, maybe if we bought a camper and took it down there, at least for a month or two, Mike could let us live in the camper until we found our own place and got settled in and got, the jobs rolling and everything. Maybe. It's an idea. I don't know if Mike's dad would be all right with that. I mean, we could pay. I'm sure that costs like electric or whatever. You said you got hookups, whatever you're hooking up. Charge me some money. I don't know. It's just an idea. It's something I thought of. We could put all our stuff, most of our stuff, in storage up here until we got, things arranged, stuff down there. I don't know. She's pretty serious about wanting to do it. We're getting tired of old creaky bones. We're tired of these Ohio winters. Tired of the cold weather. I know I am. I'm tired of it. I could go without. I don't know what is that? Like Tyson Foods, like that makes the chicken and stuff. There's a place that makes chicken here, Case Farms. Oh man, you don't want to work in that place. I heard it's one of the most grossest jobs in the world. Chicken guts everywhere. It's pretty nasty. I bought for breaking mine in. I bought the 1450. It was like Hot 2 or something. They're the larger. It's birdshot, but it's the larger shot. Figured it'd be more fun, but I don't think it'd be a good idea to break them in. Slugs are too expensive to try to break something in with. I just went with them because they were on sale and they were cheaper. They were still high velocity, but cheaper to buy. That's why I get a kick out of it. You ever seen on the news where they talk about uh, a shooting, and they'll be like, the guy was using Full Metal Jacket rounds, and those are the rounds that go through people and hurt everybody, and those are the really lethal ones that are lethal to other people, and they were using them because they were psychotic and they wanted to hurt a bunch of other people. And I went, no, they weren't. They're using those because those are the cheap ones. Those are the cheap rounds, the El Cheapos. That's what people. That's why people buy them Full Metal Jacket ones. Those are always the least expensive. If you want to buy some good hollow points, man, the home defense rounds are expensive. You buy them for about the same price a box, but for what you can buy a pack of 50 regular Full Metal Jacket ones. If you get the home defense rounds, you get 20, I think, for the same price, or more expensive, depending upon how fancy of a home defense round you get. Well, I've seen some guys around here have them like armor piercing red. I think it's red tip, different tip bullets. Yeah, I'm not that much into guns. My little brother would be. He's a bit of a arsenal gun nut. Those and conspiracy theorists. Those are the ones that usually have the most guns, and that'd be my little brother. It's a heart of gold, but he's into the conspiracy theories. He believes a lot of stuff that's pretty far out there. What I try to tell everybody, and I try to convince everybody, and most people, don't believe me. There's usually a little bit of truth in all the conspiracy theories, but the whole thing not true. It's usually like stories your friends tell you. About their woman or something, or anything else, their friends, or any kind of drama they've been in. It's usually, if you listen to all, you have to listen to all the different stories, and usually you got to draw a line, and the truth is in the middle somewhere, because everybody's perspective, they're always the victim. Think so many things were done wrong or whatever, and then the other person says the same thing. The other person was at fault. It was horrible, blah, blah, blah. And then you got to kind of take some pieces of the milder stuff. And it's usually somewhere in the middle. First thing I always ask whenever somebody tells me a story about something bad happened to them, somebody did something to them, my first question is always, what did you do? Because they always like to leave that part out. Even in the news, a lot of times they do. They'll bring up a story of somebody got shot. What were they doing? You leave stuff out, important information out of that whole equation. Some people don't really pay attention. What's up, America Uncensored? How are you? Hope you had a very Merry Christmas. We're talking about having a Happy New Year. I might, my lady said something about doing a New Year's Eve special. Mike's busy, but maybe we can get him to pop in and on his phone or something for a few minutes here and there. If we do, Blair said he might stop in. I'll bet I can get text Carney's right if he might have something going, if he got something going with New Year's with the club or something, his club. I wish I could say that. I can't say that. As far as one thing, HardWire is, it's not very good with money. I am not. As soon as I get money, I feel like I got to spend it. It burns a hole in my pocket. And I am not good at saving money. There's too many things in the world I want, or too many bike parts I need, too many things that go. As soon as I have extra money, even a little bit of extra money, I'm like, ooh, I can finally get that something for my bike that I wanted. And yeah, I am poor at saving money. I was hoping my old lady would tell me she was good with money, and she would be able to fiscally help me, but she's not much better than I am. She's not very good at reining me in anyway. She tries a little bit sometimes. She don't try very hard. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to buy all the parts for my computer I bought, the new RAM, and every day something from Amazon shows up. What'd you do now? Oh man, I feel like I got used to hear stories about the people that were addicted to the home shopping network. Yeah, I'm kind of like that. Every time I have a little bit of extra money or room somewhere to buy something, the Amazon man's showing up at the house. And sometimes it looks like Christmas. I buy way too much stuff. I do get a shopping problem, but I've worked hard my whole life. I've been through a lot of shit, a lot of hard times, and I've survived. So I feel like I deserve it. Try to treat myself, damn it. You ain't here forever. I know you could save up a 401k if you want, but who's to say you're even going to live that long? Then what? You made money and saved money and lived your life harder for someone else to get your money. That ain't no fun. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. That's what I say. That's why I live paycheck to paycheck. Usually got $1. My bank account often hovers right around $0. Quite often. Straight Jacket's got him an expensive habit of eating corn long ways. That's what I heard. He's butter's expensive. Butter and the corn's gotta be an expensive habit, man. My rent would go down. That'd be nice. That's why I want to live. I said I could live out of a camper. Just imagine money you can save. Like if you buy a camper and have a camper payment of like $200 a month, compare that to rent of $1,000 a month, and you lived out of that bad boy, you could pocket a lot more money. See, that's my logic. I could live out of a camper. I'll get some Starlink and put the camper on the truck, drive around the country. I could do that. Live that nomadic life. Hell, when I was a kid, I used to think I was going to grow up to live out in a tent. I'm glad that didn't quite pan out. Because I actually liked camping so much as a kid. I wanted to live in a tent. Old ass couldn't handle that no more. Got to get a camper. Oh yeah, he's got two nasty habits on Snickers. We'll get him a shirt with a Snickers bar upside down, and we'll put on the shirt, put Snickers Lickers. Member of the Snickers Lickers Club. He'll wear that proudly. That'd be a good one. The Snickers Lickers. Well, there's the obvious statement of the most obvious statement of the month there. Hey, we just to let everybody know, this is episode number 20. We've been doing this. Seems like we just started it, and we're already 20 weeks in. Got 20, the number 20th show, not including specials and other panels I've been on. This is the 20th episode of the show. Yay! And I think at one time I put out a short, and it got a bunch of views. And then I got a bunch of new subscribers, and then it just kind of stalled. It hasn't moved in a while. At least it's not going down, I guess. That's good, I suppose. That's what I said. I said that was the most obvious statement ever. But corn doesn't come pre-lubed. You still got to butter the corn. You guys. Everybody, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bring your friends over to the channel. I've seen a few new people in here today. I mean, they already left. They stopped in and said, wow, this is really boring, and left. But it's good to every once in a while see some new people pop in, right? My ex-girlfriend used to say all the time when I was doing this, I looked like I was contemplating world domination. And I am. I'm going to take over the world. Then we got what? Never mind. I won't say it. I was going to say something about it, but it'll be a fun world when I take over the world. Well, I'll have a good time. I stopped into Andrew Wilson's show yesterday, and he was dogging Elon Musk pretty bad. And I kind of like I think Elon Musk is he's not he was calling the shit bag and all kinds of stuff, and I don't think that of Elon Musk. I think Elon Musk is not a perfect person. Nobody is. But if ever there's a modern day Einstein, the guy's a genius. He's doing it, making cars, putting rockets out into space. You just don't. A person like him just doesn't come along very often. And he was even talking about it dislikes him enough that you could just deport Elon Musk too, and that'd be the dumbest thing ever. The richest guy in the world. And if I've heard him talk on Joe Rogan, I've watched his podcast. I've listened to him on X because he does his own podcast once in a while. And he just seems like a cool dude. He would be a cool dude to drink a beer with and bullshit with and talk to. For a guy that's that rich, you'd think he's a billionaire. He'd be too uppity to talk to people, but he seems like a real down-to-earth guy for being the richest man in the world. I can't even imagine having that kind of money. Can you imagine having enough money that you could pass out $1 million to pretty much everybody in the country and barely hurt your pockets? That's a lot of money. I often think if I won the lotto, what I would do was I'd like to try to do some good with it. I'd invest some naturally, invest just enough, that the interest is enough to keep most of your projects going. When you have that kind of money, you can put it in an account that collects enough interest that you could literally live off the interest without even having to work ever or deplete your money. I'd like to invest some, start some like a homeless shelter. I don't want to give all my friends money per se, because people do dumb things when they're given large amounts of money right away. So my idea was to start a business, hire all my friends, and give them rather exorbitantly large salaries as a form of giving my friends money. And we all get to hang out all the time, have fun, pick something cool that we could all do. Make YouTube content. There you go. We'll start. I'll buy. That's what I was telling Mike on. They was doing an Instagram video. I said I'll buy CNN if I win $1 billion. I'll buy CNN. I'll rename it the IWN, and that's all we'll have is Hittin It with HardWire, and we'll all start our own shows, and we'll have our own channel, network channel, rebroadcast all our YouTube content. Well, the first thing I would do if I want a bunch of money is pay off all of my bills, outstanding bills. Naturally, I think that's what anybody would do. If you owe money to anybody, you'd be paying all your money that you owe to everybody. Then I would throw a big ass party, like, and bring in stars, like bands, Black Label Society, and a bunch of cool bands. It'll be like a giant HardWire stock, and we'll all partied up, and then we'll all have new jobs, getting paid to hang out and party. It'd be fun, man. I'd like to do some good. It would not only would it benefit, I wouldn't be one of them greedy bastards. Not only would it benefit me, it would benefit me and everybody I know, basically. Everybody wants to partake. We would all enjoy it in a smart enough way that it'll last us. You see, if I hire us all at exorbitant salaries, we could stretch it out, and all of us live happily ever after, man. $1 billion will do that if you would take some of it, invest it wisely. Too many people just like party that and blow it. I could never. Man, some people want to own these $300,000, $1 million cars. I could never do that. I couldn't do it. I could never own a car that could buy somebody a house. That cost more than some people's houses. I just couldn't. I could not do that. And the bad thing is newer Harleys are approaching what houses used to be worth a couple years ago. Sadly, some of these new Harleys are 50 grand. It's crazy, crazy. If American Uncensored wins buying a politician, it's a good one. Hey, whenever I got my workers' comp settlement for my accident, it wasn't nearly as much as a person should have gotten, but I was blowing it. I went through the whole thing in like 3 months. Bought a car, bought a bike, paid off my bills. I partied it up for a while. Left $100 tips at the Denny's. I made some waitress's night, waitress or waiter made their night. And I knew then, only once in my life will I ever probably have the opportunity to live that way, even if it's for a short period of time. It was fun. And yes, I picked up a woman during that period of time, and strangely enough, when the money ran out, so did she. Who'd have thought? When the money dried up, she took off. The funny thing is I was gullible enough that I had bought tickets for us to go to a concert, and the money ran out before that, and she took off. But she come back coincidentally right about the time the concert was. Schmoozed up to me, went to the concert with me, then turned around and took off again. Oh, that was good. I was really gullible on my behalf. I should have known that that was what she was doing. And I think I even said something to her about it. She goes, "No, no, I would never do that." Women, man, they've been evil ever since the beginning of time, ever since humans come around. I'm surprised women don't have horns, man. Things are evil. I don't think I can turn the volume down. I'll play you guys that video again, since some of you didn't get to see it. Well, if you want to, I don't want to say I'll play it again. Do you want to see it again? Some of you didn't get to see it. Thought maybe I'd play it again. I should have waited until more of you got in the room. I am going to upload it to YouTube later. I mean, make it a separate video so you guys can watch it whenever you want. Yeah, I'll let you check it out after the show. After the show, I'll make it a full-on separate video, and you can watch it anytime you want. Repost it, send it to your friends. Mike, if you got a chance to watch that at the end, there was some titling, and I put at the bottom left-hand corner, proudly sponsoring in part YouTube channels like, and I put my logo and your logo. And I wanted to make sure that was all right with you, because I don't want to take no liberties and assume things. But I know you're a supporter of their channel and their stuff, so I figured it would be okay. That's one of the reasons also why I wanted you to check it out before I showed it, to see if you saw it and was okay with that. I was laughing because in the video you'll see me talking to Big Country, and the audio is not very good. And if you look at my sweater, in the pocket of my sweater, you can see something poking out. And that was the lavalier microphones I was supposed to use. I took with me to use so the audio wouldn't suck. And I forgot. And they were, sticking out of my. I feel like such an idiot. Oh, well. That kind of stuff will happen. That was my first time ever trying to do an interview. I know he's got his own YouTube videos that he likes to make. I'm gonna try to get him, see if he's got a webcam set up, and if he does, try to get him on the show, like an interview, on like a regular YouTube panel interview kind of thing of him at home. These damn office chairs hurt my butt. I need to find a gel cushion or something. If I sit here too long, my freaking legs will go to sleep. Anybody else ever have that? Maybe that's a problem. Hey, the people a lot of people. I don't want to say all the people, but a lot of the people in the motorcycle community are just really awesome, really down to earth, normal people. They still take their club seriously and stuff, but they're down to earth people, and you will meet some of them that are not at all real hard to handle people with ginormous egos, like egos so big it's hard to walk in the same room with them because you're stretching around their fat fucking heads. It's yeah, you'll meet all kinds, but most of them are real normal, down to earth people. Most of the people that turn into those kind of people are people that the club would define them. And that's not the best people in most motorcycle clubs you'll find are people that literally let the patch wear them. They let the patch define them as a person. You want to be who you are and help the club become better that way for the kind of person you are, an honorable, dignified person. You don't want to be one of the kind of liars that say you're going to do shit and not do it. You don't want to be one of them kind of people end up being dragged on the motorcycle club. It makes it so much harder. There are some of them people that never go to anything, always behind on their dues, and that just makes it so much harder for the people that do well and try to do well by the club, because then those are the people who get stuck going to everything, even when they want a day off and don't want to do nothing. They got to go because other people aren't contributing and doing what they're supposed to do, and that happens in every club. I have not seen one yet where they don't have a few of those guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the nothing today. I enjoy sitting here and having a conversation with you guys on Sundays. I'm almost a filler. I'm a day filler. I fill up Sundays a little bit so we can all get together on Sundays. Mike gets us together Monday through Saturday. I don't usually make Mike's members only on Saturdays because that's usually club day. The only reason I get to do my show on Sundays is Sundays are typically, not always, but typically gets to be your day, your family day, and whatever you want to do day. Doesn't always work out that way. Sometimes they'll try to shove something in even on Sundays, or you'll end up going to something that takes all weekend. Well, the problem is a lot of clubs they want and need numbers. That's a muscle thing. Want to be able to feel like like the shadows behind the chair. That's trying to not let other clubs be able to mess with you. So you got numbers. It gets more people. You try to have the appearance that people expect to a degree. That way you make people want to join it too. It's always something. Or somebody likes them. I feel sorry for them. It's always something like that. And don't get me wrong, I feel sorry for people. There are some guys who are just legitimately down on their luck for a little while. They were good members, and they'll be good members in the future. Everybody gets down. That's what family's for. Everybody gets down once in a while. In order to be considered down, you have to have up. And if that's the ones I don't like, the ones who are never up. They're always down all the time. You know, the ones that have normal life happen to you, who are good, and then have something happen to them, and then they have a rough patch. Happens to everybody. You know, I have a hard time sometimes. I've had a hard time a few times, you know, more than a few times. Divorces, different things in my life. The only thing I really hate is some clubs is a lot of fake brotherhood. If you ever get to the point where you feel like you have to step away from the club, even if it's only temporary, people will call you brother, tell you they love you, give you a hug, and then whenever you feel like something's, you have a new kid or whatever reason you feel like you need to walk away, then all of a sudden they don't know you anymore. And how's that real? There's no real brotherhood involved in that. If somebody's your family, they're your family, man. You know, just because they don't stop wearing the patch doesn't make them no longer family. You just don't brother and unbrother people like that. Some clubs are absolutely, a lot of clubs, that's the way they are. Suddenly they don't know you. Yeah, Mike, a lot of them are. Not all of them, but a lot of them are. It's like me. I always had this expression: once a brother, always a brother. And anybody that used to be in my club or anything like that that needs help can always reach out to me. I don't unbrother people unless they're out bad and I have to. And that's politics. I'll sneak you something, maybe. Depends on what you want. I know a lot of people that still talk to people that are out bad, and they're not supposed to. Well, and in some circumstances, I've seen people in clubs that went out bad that, for God's sakes, they was friends since they were kids. What do you expect? You can't just tell them you can't talk to them no more. They were friends since they were little. I mean, they're not friends like they used to be, but you can't tell them don't ever talk to them again. And I've seen where they have. All right. Well, I'm going to play this video for you one more time on my way out. I'll say goodbye to you now. And watch the video. And then I'll play the outro. And I'll see you next week. Hopefully, maybe something a little more interesting will happen. It's been a slow week. But I'm thankful for that. I like a little bit of slow time. Feels good to relax for once. Everything's always so crazy. Everybody needs a little slow time once in a while. But like I said, stick around. I'll play the video on the way out. Check it out. And I'll see you next week. Much love and respect, and God bless to you all. this is HardWire with Hittin It with HardWire, and we're here at Redneck Side Motorcycle Whips. And this is my friend.
I'm Jeremy, Big Country, Redneck Side Motorcycle Whips.
And they make a lot of really great quality stuff here. Not just whips, they have whips. They do a lot of custom laser engraving. What all kind of great products do you offer?
Derby timing covers. We got some shift linkages here that we offer. Everything's custom engraved. Leathers, flannels. I mean, whatever we can get into, we are trying to do our best to get in and offer some of the greatest prices out there.
And extremely high quality. When I say high quality, I'll put some pictures and I'll put the links, and you got to check these things out. These things are super high quality, and not that I condone violence or anything, but if you want to knock a guy out, I'm telling you, they'll do it. That's for sure.